Welcome back, Truth Seekers. We're thrilled to have you join us for another captivating episode of the series, British Empire. It's always an exciting journey as we delve into the intricate history of this global phenomenon. We're grateful for the amazing response we've received, with 53% of our viewers tuning in regularly. However, if you haven't already, we encourage you to hit that subscribe button and activate the notification bell. By doing so, you'll ensure that you never miss a single episode of The Truth Chronicles. Our aim is to keep you engaged, informed, and entertained, so let's embark on yet another enlightening exploration of the British Empire's captivating saga. Thank you for being part of our community. So let's begin. Segment 5. World Wars and Decline. The impact of World Wars I and II on the Empire was significant. The wars weakened Britain's economic and political power, fostering a sense of nationalism and independence among colonies. Post-World War II, decolonization gathered momentum, culminating in the granting of independence to many former colonies. Certainly. Segment 5, World Wars and Decline, refers to a pivotal period in history that had a profound impact on the British Empire. Here are some key points about how World Wars I and II influenced the Empire and led to its decline. Here are some points about Segment 5, World Wars and Decline. 1. Weakening of economic and political power. World Wars I and II placed immense strain on Britain's resources, both in terms of manpower and finances. The wars drained the Empire's economic strength, diverting resources toward the war effort and reconstruction. 2. Nationalism and independence. The experiences of the World Wars brought about a shift in the mindset of colonial subjects. As they contributed to the war efforts and gained exposure to global events, colonies started developing a sense of nationalism and identity. This growing consciousness fueled aspirations for self-determination and independence. 3. Impact on colonial troops. Colonies played a significant role in supplying troops, labor, and resources to support the British war effort. However, the experiences of colonial troops on the battlefields, coupled with witnessing the inequalities and injustices within the empire, spurred a desire for greater autonomy and self-governance. 4. Changing international landscape. The aftermath of World War II reshaped the geopolitical landscape. The United States and the Soviet Union emerged as superpowers, and the principle of self-determination gained prominence. The rise of the Cold War further contributed to the decline of colonial empires, as former colonies became pawns in global power struggles. 5. Decolonization and independence. Post-World War II, the process of decolonization gained momentum. Colonies sought to assert their rights and demand independence, citing the principles of equality and self-determination. The British Empire faced increasing pressure to grant autonomy to its colonies. 6. Impact of leaders and movements. Influential leaders and nationalist movements emerged within various colonies. Figures like Mahatma Gandhi in India, Kwame Nkrumah in Ghana, and Jomo Kenyatta in Kenya led movements that advocated for freedom from colonial rule and inspired similar struggles across the empire. 7. Transfer of power. In the years following World War II, the British government adopted a policy of granting self-government and independence to its colonies. This marked a significant departure from earlier imperial policies of control and domination. 8. End of empire. The decline of the British Empire culminated in a wave of independence movements and the granting of sovereignty to numerous former colonies. Between the late 1940s and the 1960s, a wave of decolonization swept across Asia, Africa, and the Caribbean, resulting in the emergence of new nations. 9. Legacy and impact. The end of the British Empire had far-reaching consequences, reshaping the political, economic, and cultural dynamics of the world. Former colonies faced the challenges of nation-building, establishing governance structures, and dealing with the legacy of colonialism. In summary, the impact of World Wars I and II on the British Empire was profound. These wars weakened Britain's economic and political power, and they played a significant role in fostering nationalism and a desire for independence among colonial subjects. Post-World War II, the momentum of decolonization led to the eventual granting of independence to many former colonies, marking the decline and eventual dissolution of the British Empire. Segment 6. Legacy and complexities. The British Empire's legacy is complex, marked by both positive and negative impacts. Positive contributions. The empire left behind infrastructure, legal systems, educational institutions, and languages that continue to shape former colonies. Dark legacies. The empire also left a trail of exploitation, cultural imposition, and deep-rooted inequalities that persist in some regions. Certainly, the legacy of the British Empire is multifaceted, characterized by a mixture of positive contributions and dark legacies. This complexity reflects the empire's impact on various aspects of the societies it influenced. Here are some key points about the legacy and complexities of the British Empire. 1. Positive contributions. Infrastructure. The British Empire played a role in building infrastructure such as railways, roads, ports, and telecommunication networks in many colonies. These projects often aimed to facilitate trade and administrative control. Legal systems. British legal systems and institutions, including the rule of law and concepts of justice, were introduced in many colonies. These systems have had lasting effects on legal frameworks in former colonies. Educational institutions. The British Empire established educational institutions, including universities and schools, in various colonies. This contributed to the spread of literacy, the dissemination of knowledge, and the training of local elites. Languages. English became a lingua franca in many parts of the world due to the British Empire's global reach. English language proficiency has opened doors to international communication and economic opportunities for many individuals in former colonies. 2. Dark legacies. Exploitation. The empire's economic success often relied on the exploitation of colonies' resources, labor, and wealth. Extractive industries, forced labor, and unequal trade relationships led to the enrichment of colonial powers at the expense of local populations. Cultural imposition. The British Empire imposed its culture, values, and social norms on colonized regions. This cultural imposition resulted in the erosion of indigenous cultures, languages, and traditions in many areas. Inequalities. The legacy of colonialism left deep-rooted social, economic, and political inequalities that persist to this day in some former colonies. These inequalities often correspond to historical patterns of privilege and discrimination. Conflict and divisions. Borders drawn by colonial powers often disregarded pre-existing ethnic, cultural, and tribal boundaries. This has led to conflicts, tensions, and divisions in some regions, as different groups were forced to coexist within artificial political boundaries. Legacy of racism. The empire's hierarchical view of races and cultures perpetuated racism and reinforced stereotypes. These attitudes continue to impact social dynamics and perceptions in various parts of the world. 3. Modern-day reckoning. Many former colonies continue to grapple with the legacies of the British Empire. Discussions about reparations, acknowledging historical injustices, and addressing ongoing inequalities are part of the ongoing dialogue. Museums, educational institutions, and cultural organizations are working to provide a more balanced and comprehensive understanding of the empire's impact, including both its positive contributions and negative aspects. 4. Global interconnectedness. The legacy of the British Empire is not limited to former colonies alone. Its impact has influenced global geopolitics, trade relationships, migration patterns, and cultural exchange, shaping the modern interconnected world. In conclusion, the legacy of the British Empire is a complex tapestry marked by a mix of positive contributions and dark legacies. While the empire left behind important infrastructural, legal, educational, and linguistic foundations, it also left behind a trail of exploitation, cultural imposition, and inequalities that continue to shape the societies of former colonies today. Understanding this complex legacy is essential for addressing historical injustices, fostering reconciliation, and building a more just and equitable future. Segment 7. Global cultural impact. The British Empire left an indelible mark on literature, art, governance, and institutions worldwide. The English language became a global lingua franca, shaping communication and cultural exchange. Absolutely, the global cultural impact of the British Empire is undeniable. It has contributed significantly to various aspects of literature, art, governance, and institutions across the world. Here are some key points about the British Empire's cultural influence. 1. Literary and artistic legacy. The British Empire has produced numerous influential literary works that have left a lasting impact on global literature. Authors like William Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, Jane Austen, and Rudyard Kipling have created works that are celebrated worldwide. British literature introduced diverse genres, themes, and storytelling techniques that have inspired writers from different cultures. These works continue to be studied, adapted, and appreciated internationally. 2. Cultural exchange. The British Empire facilitated cultural exchange between regions by connecting different societies through trade, exploration, and colonization. This exchange led to the fusion of ideas, styles, and traditions, enriching artistic expressions and creative endeavors globally. 3. Governance and institutions. The British Empire's governance structures, administrative systems, and legal frameworks have had a profound impact on former colonies. Many nations adopted British-style parliamentary systems, judicial practices, and administrative models, which continue to shape their governance today. 4. Educational institutions. British colonial rule established educational institutions in various parts of the world. Universities, schools, and colleges were modeled after British institutions, contributing to the spread of knowledge and learning across different cultures. 5. Language and communication. The spread of the English language through the British Empire has had a transformative effect on global communication. English became a bridge language for people of diverse linguistic backgrounds, enabling international trade, diplomacy, and cultural exchange. 6. Media and entertainment. The British Empire's cultural influence extended to media and entertainment. British music, films, television shows, and fashion trends have had a broad international reach, shaping popular culture in many parts of the world. Segment 8. Reflection and learning. Today, the legacy of the British Empire remains a topic of reflection, debate, and learning. It offers insights into the complexities of power dynamics, colonialism's repercussions, and the ongoing challenges of post-colonial societies. Certainly, the legacy of the British Empire continues to be a subject of reflection, debate, and learning. Here are 5 key points that highlight the significance of reflecting on and learning from the Empire's legacy. 1. Understanding power dynamics. The British Empire's history provides a lens through which we can analyze power dynamics between nations, cultures, and peoples. Studying its rise and fall helps us understand how imperial ambitions, economic interests, and geopolitical factors influenced global relationships. 2. Colonialism's repercussions. Reflecting on the British Empire's legacy allows us to grasp the far-reaching repercussions of colonialism. It sheds light on the exploitation, displacement, cultural erasure, and social inequalities that resulted from imperial rule. 3. Challenges of post-colonial societies. The Empire's impact continues to affect post-colonial societies. Understanding the challenges these nations face, such as nation building, reconciling historical injustices, and addressing economic disparities, is crucial for fostering progress and equity. 4. Diverse perspectives. The legacy of the British Empire invites us to consider diverse perspectives. Learning about the experiences of colonizers, colonized peoples, and those caught in between offers a comprehensive understanding of historical events and their implications. 5. Critical examination and learning. The British Empire's legacy prompts critical examination of historical narratives. Learning from the past allows us to identify mistakes, acknowledge successes, and work toward preventing the perpetuation of harmful practices in the present and future. In summary, the legacy of the British Empire serves as a valuable source of reflection, debate, and learning. By studying its complexities, power dynamics, and consequences, we can gain insights into the historical, cultural, and socio-political forces that continue to shape our world today. So that's the today video. We are closing this exiting series 1. Hope you will enjoy the series, and if you enjoy so don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never missed any episode of the Truth Chronicles.